We will see what the police are doing now. Cuffing me for what? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, inciting nothing. I had calm, rational debates with people. I was not disrespectful. I love people. I'm a Christian.
Check this out. This is wild. This is a UK content creator. His name is Montgomery Tom. And he just went out on the street, seems like a totally nice guy. He just went out on a street holding a sign that says trans equals mental illness. That's it. Now, you may think that's a little over the top. You may not like that, whatever. But relative to some of the things that are happening on the streets of the UK, you would think that would be just fine. However, he was arrested.
Anything that's sharp
Right,
hurt me on my
no,
colleague.
Currently I'm being arrested for expressing freedom of speech. I currently am wearing a sign which says that the trans flag, which is included in the Pride demonstration at great lengths, equals mental illness, which is greatly the case. That is why young people have been mutilated. That is why young people have been, and that's why the Tavistock clinic was closed down for mutilating young people. I'm now going to be searched. Apparently I'm provoking, apparently what I'm doing is harmful. I've done nothing wrong. I've exercised my right to demonstrate. I've exercised my right to protest. I've exercised my inalienable rights, God-given. The UK used to be free. Did you remember those times? But in lockdown, we didn't see that, did we? We saw the police behave horrifically. We will see what the police are doing now. Cuffing me for what? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, inciting nothing. I had calm, rational debates with people. I was not disrespectful. I love people. I'm a Christian.
God, even that pathetic officer, the way he's putting the glove on while he's talking. Now, yes, they are your God-given rights. Unfortunately, I don't think in the UK they really respect God-given rights. In the United States, our founding documents, we cemented that. You guys did not, and you've abandoned it. Now, he was, you might say, well, it was offensive what he did. Okay, you're allowed to offend people. Free speech includes offending people. It didn't say kill trans people, right? He was talking about biological differences. And by the way, it was well within the norm of psychological practice that trans was a disorder. Even if you're 100, what have I said a million times? You want to live your life as an adult any which way you want and change your pronouns and do what the fuck you want to do with your body, go ahead and do it. But it still is a psychological condition that right? Like if you are a 32-year-old man and you fundamentally, in your mind beyond anything else, believe you are a woman, that's a psychological condition. That's what the guy's saying. He's also concerned about the fact that they're mutilating all these young kids and that there's a social contagion element to it and all of those things. Anyway, you're allowed to do that. That is fully within the rights of free speech. But that is the stuff that we are going to end up ushering in the same exact thing. You will start seeing that type of thing on the streets of New York City too, once these people attain power, because the UK is just a little bit further down the road to hell than we are. And ironically, this guy who puts up a sign, again, didn't say kill anybody or anything else. He's just laying out what he believes. Well, they never arrest these guys in London. Can we start muting those videos when we put them up? I don't know exactly what those guys are saying, and I'm not exactly sure what's on the flag, but I'm pretty sure it's not really in line with those liberal British values and God-given rights and everything else. And also, yes, you're allowed to protest, but they take over the streets and they do call for genocide. And if you had a little coffee shop and a bunch of Islamists were wandering by all day long, it might affect business.